It's been a while. It's been a while. I'm going to be moving the chair here so that you don't see the mess behind me because I have some cleaning to do, but that is besides the point, and I know you're not gonna judge me for that, so great. Look at my plant. I don't know if I've ever shown you it. I have 2 plants in the apartment and I have a bunch of other plants at the house. So these ones are my babies in the apartment, and I love plants so much, but we have got to talk about how high maintenance plants are. And if you look over here, you will see my Christmas tree, which by the day is getting lower and lower and lower, because if you have cats, you know that they tear the shit into those things. So this is getting lower and lower each day, but you know what? I love the cats and good for them. Speaking of, Tyler was trying to attack the Christmas tree the second I stopped filming that clip, so just goes to show what we're dealing with here. How long do you think that Christmas tree is gonna last for? I do not think very long. Over here is my other plant. This one is fucking huge, as you can see. It is one of the biggest, if not the biggest plant I was able to get that is pet friendly, because all the plants that I have are pet friendly because they need to be, because the animals like eating them. So, whoa. Bestie, are you okay? With that being said, this plant has been definitely chewed a lot. So yes, as I was telling you, this plant is like the biggest pet friendly one I was able to get, and it is incredible for the air, which is great because the apartment always just smells like neutral and fresh. Now what I mean by neutral is kind of like scentless. Like my friends come over to the apartment, I had a couple people over last night and they were like, wow, your apartment just kind of smells fresh. Now that with animals is a compliment. And so yeah, this plant is, because of that, I really would recommend it. I do not know the name of it. I know that the other ones I have, not that one, are called like butterfly trees. This one, I do not know the name of it. It was very beautiful and is very beautiful. However, she's definitely seen better days. There are definitely chewed moments from the cats here, which is nice. It's so nice after doing a lot of things to kind of sit back and recharge, and that's definitely where I'm at now. And I've had a lot of nights of really good sleep recently, and I've had a lot of days of just doing the bare minimum, which is so needed, and we don't really talk about that much, that doing nothing, like just lying in bed or just doing minimal tasks, basic tasks, which can sometimes take a lot of energy and is super unexpected. Just taking those days is so needed for a recharge, and this is one of, I can confidently say this is one of the best times I've been feeling recently, and it has been because I came back from a trip, which I'll talk about in a second, and I just did nothing. I sat around, I rested a lot, I slept for the first time in a while, I was eating really good fruits and vegetables, and I was going out for my little gay-ass coffee run, and I was just living, and it was so nice. My Bob Ross has seen better days. Can we collectively just ignore the mess of my apartment right now? As I said, I've been taking it very easy, so that is the next task. I've recently loved cleaning though. I've been cleaning a lot and it just feels so therapeutic, and it's a great task for killing time. So, Tyler has just jumped up. He wants to say hello. He's always the little star of the moment. So, ooh, I'm looking at a huge helicopter right now. There has been so many sleepless moments throughout the night where you're being woken up with helicopters, which, you know what? Fun, more noises. So yes, recently I just came back from a trip. I was in Berlin. I've never been to Germany before, and the reason I was going on this trip was because it was my brother's birthday recently, Sean. I have 2 brothers, Sean and Josh. I normally say Josh and Sean the other rotation. It was Sean's birthday, and for his birthday, Tyler, this tail is a lot. I said that my present to him was going to be, I had been saving up some money, and I said that he got to choose somewhere in Europe and I would take him for his birthday, which is a great present, by the way. So he ended up choosing Berlin, and that was great, fine by me. I've never been there before and it was exciting for me as well. We went there literally for 3 days. He works full time, so it was just the weekend, and then he goes back to work on Monday. We had a great time. It was great catching up with my brother. I haven't talked with any of my brothers in person now for a very long time. For him, I think it's been 6 months, which is a long time, obviously, you can imagine. So we had so much to catch up on. It was so great. We were going through family memories. We were talking about how much our lives have changed, what we're going through, and it was really great to be in an environment with a family member again, because I haven't for quite some time. And Berlin was beautiful. We saw sights. I was full of energy on the trip, which was great. I was super happy about that. I've kind of talked about my health recently. Luckily on this trip, because I had kind of recharged before, it kind of allowed me to enjoy the trip without feeling constantly bad. And I've obviously recharged after, and I'm slowly learning how my body works, and I am definitely prioritizing rest. And I just want to let you know that Berlin was beautiful. However, they do not take card payments. I would go into a cafe with my brother, we would do our entire order, and then they're, oh, can I pay by card? Oh no, we don't accept card. What? So there was that, right? And then we would go, like we were gonna go into a nightclub, cash only for a nightclub. Oh, that being said, we did go into a bar that took only cash, and immediately as we walked in, we were walking to our table. This story sounds like bullshit because my channel is so small. However, we walked in and the girl DM'd me on Instagram. I'm actually gonna find it because I think you're gonna think I'm lying. We immediately walked into this random ass bar that we just found on the street. My brother was like, let's go in here. The worker immediately comes up, the sweetest, kindest person ever, being like, oh my God, you're Adam McIntyre, what are you doing here? And we talked briefly, I was at the bar, and then whenever I was leaving, I went up and talked to her again, and I'll remember she said that she wants more videos on Amber Lynn and Nikado Avocado, so I'm working on that for you. Let me go get that DM, because I feel like you're gonna think I'm lying, because I would think I'm lying. And a lot of people do think I'm lying, that I like went into a random place in Berlin and the worker knew me. Trust me, I was... It was definitely an ego boost moment. Here we go. OMG, was so much fun meeting you. I loved every second of it. My name is Asil, by the way. I know it was difficult to hear last night, but you made my day for real. So look, it was so nice. Here's the message. I like couldn't believe it, ever. It is so surreal meeting people who watch your channel anywhere you go. I mean, back in Derry was surreal. Brighton is surreal. London clubs is surreal. Berlin, like, anyway, that made my day. I know she's saying that it made her day. It made mine, and thank you so much for being so kind, and the service in there was great, and it was such an interesting atmosphere in there, and I'll tell you about that now. I don't know if she's gonna see this video, but basically, I've never been to a bar like it. It was definitely more of a bar than a nightclub, so me and my brother went in, and my brother drinks way more than I do. I try not to drink these days, just basically on the preface of I hate waking up with a hangover, so I try not to these days. I like my wine, I like my sophisticated red wine. So we went into this place. My brother wanted to go to a club. I was like, we'll go to a bar. So we went compromised this place. It was like loud music. There was booths everywhere. There was like tables by the bar. There was people like dancing. There was people walking around. There was people with, is it called hookah? Like the thing that's like, and it's in like a big thing and like a table or whatever like that. My brother didn't let me try it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I wanted to try it. Everyone was doing it. And I was like, damn, this shit must be good. So I wanted to try it. However, my brother didn't allow me because he was like, Adam, smoking that is like the equivalent of however many cigarettes. And I was like, oop, never mind, never mind. But it was definitely a fun thought, and I enjoyed everyone else enjoying it, but whenever I found that out, I was like, you know what? It's great for a thought, not for actuality. But I do have to say something. I have gone on a few trips recently, and I have kind of been able to leave Brighton without missing Brighton. So Brighton's where I live right now, obviously. And I've always missed my dogs. I've always missed, you know, the cats whenever I go away, and I always like miss what my life is. A decent amount. But he is so needy. I swear to God, every single time. He's so sweet though, isn't he? Little baby. So anyway, this time though, the night before I left, I gave the dogs to the dog sitter. I have a really good dog sitter, and the woman is so sweet and she loves the dogs, and I always feel very confident giving the dogs to her for however amount of time I leave. The second I gave the dogs over to her this time, I came back to the apartment and I cried. and I FaceTimed my mom, and I was like, I just miss them so much, and I really don't want to be going right now. And I'm so excited for the trip, and I'm so glad I did the trip, and it was great being with my brother. However, right now, I'm so content with just being in Brighton and being with the girls. I was at the beach with them last night for 2 hours. I've never done that before. Me and the girls have been at the beach for like an hour max, running about and stuff like that, but I was just so enjoying and so missed their company, and yours too, Tyler, that I was at the beach with them for 2 hours. And past that, he's gonna knock this over, I went to the park with them, and we've never done a full day out like that ever before. I just missed them so much in the entire trip. I was so excited to get back to them, and I was so excited to get back to Brighton, and I was like, I can't wait to go back and get my coffees in the morning, and I can't wait to go back to the apartment. I miss the apartment, and not in like a sad way or oh, I hate this trip kind of way. I was so happy to be on the trip. I was having a great time, but it just was so nice to almost miss Brighton and miss my normal life. So the past few days have just entailed me being so content with these little angels and going on my walks and going to the beach at night or going to the park. And I don't know, I feel like recently I went through a very low spell, and I normally do and then come out on the other side of it way better. And I really feel like I have this time. I just feel so optimistic. And furthermore on that, I have just been spending my time right recently. Now, you know yourself, like, you have tasks that you need to get done, you have people that maybe you need to see, you have work you need to get done, you have places, you know what I mean? Like, in everyday life, you have things that you need to do. You have people you want to see, people you need, whatever. For the past while, I have felt like I've been dividing my time really well. I love being alone, and that is a choice. Like, being alone for me is a choice. Like, I could go out, I could see people, I could whatever, but I really do like my own time. And I feel like recently I've found the perfect balance of alone time versus going to coffee with my friends, or going to London for the day, or going out to dinner and then spending the rest of my day with my animals, or, you know, going out for the day and then spending the night with my animals, or going out all day and then coming back and just watching a movie by myself, or spending all day by myself and going over to my friend's house and watching a movie. It has just been like, I have been going through it, feeling guilty for not spreading my time right, or feeling like I'm spending too much time alone, or pushing myself too much to go out and hang out with people. I finally feel like I've cracked the code. It only took me 6 months, it only took me several breakdowns, but I feel confident in saying that I finally feel like I have my balance. And to be able to say that is so great. And So with this being said, I really did just want to come on here and film a second channel video that's kind of like a life update and tell you where I'm at mentally and kind of just talk and hang out. And I just want to let you know that I like filming whenever I feel sad. He always just appears. I like filming whenever I'm sad because I like talking to a camera and I like showing real authentic moments. But I also feel like at the same time, whenever I'm going through it and filming it and showing you, I should also show you whenever I'm like, feel like I'm thriving. And so Tyler, really, sir? He's my baby. He's been day one out here. So I just wanted to come on here and talk and just let you know that he is like fucking headbutting the tripod. Like, boy. I just want to let you know that if you're going through a really rough spell, that better days are coming overall and for you. And just to know that you just have to ride it out. You have to ride both sets of it out. You have to enjoy the highs, try to enjoy the lows, learn something from it. And I always feel like after I go through a really low spell, I always learn something at the end of it. I never think I am going to, and then I do. And this time has definitely been prioritizing, balancing my time schedule, and it completely affects my mood and my day and overall how I feel. So that's currently where I'm at with that. So I just wanted to come on here and say hello and give a little video and talk to you in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go get some coffee. I'm very excited. I'm gonna walk into town, get my steps up. I don't go to the gym that much these days, so I like going on my walks instead. Maybe the gym era will come again very soon, maybe not, but I'm just enjoying my steps these days. Oh my god, I thought he was gonna bite me. I jumped back there. So I'm gonna go do that. Enjoy your night. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're doing very well. Bye.